What's up, guys? This is Dion Summers, and you're watching CCP Podcast. But look, y'all already know what time it is. It's summertime, and it's not changing anytime soon.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Welcome to a very special Inside the Indies. I am Chris Page. I'm being joined today by Tydrick Tabar Ramsey. Toddy, how are you, sir?
I am well. Today is a good day. Getting ready to watch this fantastic show with two fantastic people and with all of our extended family right here on Twitch.
Well, you say fantastic people. You've got to be talking about our special guest right there above us, top of the screen. We call him, we'll say, former King of Crazy, but he will always be the international King of Crazy in our hearts. The one and only Mr. Nelson Pereira. How are you, sir? Welcome back to the show. It's always fantastic to have you and the Portuguese scene on our channel. Here we are, like 4 weeks fucking later. How are you, brother?
Glad to be here again. Thank you, guys. How are you? Hello, people watching. It's very late, but again, I was telling you this off stream. Like, it's worth it every time. I'm happy we get to do this, and we get to share a little bit of the Portuguese wrestling scene to the world together.
Yes, it is a beautiful thing indeed. Hello, everyone in chat. I see No Game. Congratulations, 35 stream streak and counting. You are well on your way to surpassing UK Paul. We've got Toddy in here. Carmana 16. What's happening? Lexi Gold. Good to see you. Primetime. Glad you've made it in, guys. This has turned into quite the little love fest with Portugal and the scene over on Portugal. And today, Nelson, you gave me a fun fact before we came on here, and I didn't realize this. Like when we had you and Lobo on last month, it was the week of this show that we're watching here tonight. And as we're watching this show tonight, you guys have another event coming up on Saturday, and I definitely want to take some time as we're watching this back to discuss a little bit about what else is going on, because brother, when we first met, this was like a once a quarter thing, and you've turned it into you and your team. Let me preface that. You and your team and the talent, you guys turned this thing into a monthly deal, and I fucking love it. I am so happy for what you guys have going on down there. You're breathing in fresh air, professional wrestling air in the Portugal scene, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm really proud actually of what we all were able to accomplish. As you said, like at first, and that was my goal too. My goal was like, hey, we'll do one big show every quarter. And then it just like we start getting all those opportunities, and we did the first ticketed show in January. I told this story last time, and it was like proof that there was interest because we sold that many tickets in 10 days. So like it proved like, okay, this stuff can get bigger. It doesn't need to be every quarter. And so I'm very proud. So yeah, this weekend, this Saturday is Almada WrestleFest 3. The first show that you guys watched before even knowing me was Almada WrestleFest 2, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Almada WrestleFest is our anniversary show, technically, because the first one was the first Almada WrestleFest. So it's our anniversary show. It is our WrestleMania, if we can call it this. It's the show that we consider the biggest show of the year. And the show that we're gonna watch here, I'm gonna say it in English because I'm not expecting you to speak Portuguese in here.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what it says. I'm sorry.
Ressaca de São Valentim means Valentine's Day hangover because it was on February 15th, so the day after Valentine's Day. And funny thing about this show is that it wasn't planned on our schedule. So I told the story last time, but like our pretty much. So for those who are watching this for the first time, real quick, most of our shows we work with cities and public officials to just they sponsor the show and we put on the show for free.
Right.
And so we had with them planned to do a show in January. And then the week before that January show, they told us, look, we cannot do that show in January. We have to move it to February 15th. What we did is we put on the show in January anyway, but via tickets, because we don't have the sponsored funds. So we sold tickets for that show. And because we were contractually obligated to do a show with the city, well, we did the February 15th show and we put it on. The thing is, we like to plan our shows in advance, so we had planned the January show and the March show, the April show, which is the show this weekend. But this show in the middle, we had no plans because it wasn't supposed to happen. So I'm really, really happy of what we did. I really enjoyed this show. It was really fun. And also, it's the first, like, our shows usually are mostly like wrestling based. Like, we base it on the matches, because I think, that's my opinion, that independent wrestling works better when it's focused on the match rather than the angles and the storylines and stuff. But this one, because it was like last minute and it was right before our WrestleMania, that's like the first show where we really tried to focus on the stories we're telling, and you'll see it's a very different show compared to the other shows. There's way more like talking, I guess, more segments. We try to do something different with this one, and I'm really proud of what we did. And I think our fans, the people who watch the show, also thought so. I know that, of course, the people who show up, they always, I don't want to brag, but they always say they love the show. But it's always cool when you like put it on YouTube and you see that the numbers are good. I was telling you this before, but like this show is doing the same, like as many numbers as the previous show in half the time. So it's proof that like people had interest in watching it and enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm glad that we can watch it together, and you'll tell me what you think.
I can't wait to get involved in this and watch the show back for real here in just a second. I do want to point out something. Our chat's going ballistic over here on the right hand side of my screen. Primetime has never seen a WrestleFest, and this will be his first. So here you are,
Cool.
here we are. This is what I adore about our platform, is being able to introduce new people to new products and new things and new talents all over the world, because like I say, there are hidden gems everywhere, and Portugal is no different. Before we get started and get too deep, guys in chat, or if you're catching us on replay on YouTube, right there on the screen, PT WrestleFest over on YouTube, on Instagram, and on X. Please head on over to all their pages, hit the subscribe button, and go to this video and comment CCP Podcasting sent this. I'd love to know if any of our audiences are going and following, and that's the easiest way. Tag my account, and I'll be able to come back in and hit the love button and thank you for watching our programming to get you to their programming. It will help them tremendously. And also, when we're talking about YouTube, if you haven't smashed the like on CCP Podcasting, what the fuck are you waiting on? They said 1,000 would never be possible in independent wrestling, and I said hold my beer. We're right around the corner. It's taken 2 years to get here. We're just knocking on that door. Go help us out. Guys, are you ready to get started? I know, Nelson, you're ready to rock and roll. Toddy, are you ready to dive in and see what we got going on here?
100% ready. This is going to be great. I'm so excited.
I am too. 100% full disclosure. All I've seen on this show, all I've seen were just clips when the show happened. I didn't look in the description. I don't know what we're going to see. This is the way I enjoy it until I see them coming out and getting in the ring. Let's make this happen in 3, 2, 1, play.
So I need to first talk about this opening screen.
Yep.
We did it because there's so first here is just a little disclaimer that we had some oh, okay, you didn't leave it. Okay. I was expecting for you to leave the opening screen as well, but it's fine. We like, because there's a 24/7 like the Claudia's belt
Mm-hmm.
is contested in 24/7. We did some Instagram stories the day of the show with her like defending the belt backstage. And I wanted to put it in the final edit of the show, so that's why I did like a little opening, like a little starting screen of 2 minutes, where I put those clips in. So it's just Claudia saving herself, pretty much. Wait a second, because I'm not listening to anybody. I think that's me was having issues. I'll be back. Give me a second. Wait. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, now
Yes.
I can. Your page for some reason.
Oh shit! I had my microphone muted.
Okay.
No wonder you.
Now I can hear you. Okay, so it wasn't me who was. Okay, I thought it was my issue.
Toddy, I'm at 10,
So yeah.
108, 109. I backed it up because I heard Nelson say about the start screen.
We are actually in the same spot. I saw you backing up, and I did too.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So here. So like we saw like Claudia just her makeup artist tried to steal the belt and she was able to run away. A little behind the curtain here, her makeup artist is my lovely wife. So watching this, I love you. And here is Luis, who's one of my partners in the in promoting, who also attempted to get the belt, but she was able to run away. I'll explain the rules a little better when we get to the actual part in the show, because it's not just 24/7. There's like a little twist in it. We'll see. But yeah, so then I decided to put it here because we did this on the day of the show, and I wanted people who just didn't know that to just, because I thought they were funny. So I'll just put.
Well, I appreciate the innovation there a little bit, because that's not the first time that you've done that. When with the tag team tournament, when
Yes.
life gave you lemons, you made lemonade, and I can appreciate the workaround to at least show that there's some sort of continuity and continuation there. And Claudia is a big piece of the product. I mean, she's tremendous.
She is. She's like again. I was saying like she's a star, and I'm glad that I get to have her on the shows. I'm a little upset that she beat me for my belt, though. and I'm taking it back. The promise right here. But I guess, but like we're still like we're friends, and happy birthday to her. It was 2 days. It was yesterday for you guys, so just like.
Oh,
happy birthday!
Yeah, happy belated. And here comes our first ever Portuguese tag team champions.
Exactly. Yes. So this match is for the tag team titles. It's their first defense. So you can see. So in the white is Michael's too.
Mm-hmm.
In the black is Stefan's too. And in the middle is their, I don't know, manager, friend, I don't know what, despicable human being. That's how I call him. Called Andre Mota.
I'll give you a little peel behind the curtain. I am working on trying to get both of them on a Beyond the Belt at the same time.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's my one of my next Portuguese projects. That, and I'm doing a spotlight on on Ricky Boy here in a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
I was informed of this one. My partner Ricky Boy
Yes,
on
sir.
that show. I'm glad.
Yeah, I
Very
was gonna
happy.
do it next Thursday, but I realized I'm at a show next Thursday night, and in Orlando it won't be live. Um, and but ultimately, yeah, I wanted to. I didn't know we were turning this around so quick, and I had already advertised tomorrow night show, where I was going to film his tomorrow night. Just be like, Portugal week, guys, here we go. Let's make it happen. But it'll be a way to keep it in. But I definitely, I'm very interested in trying to line both the stews up. 'Cause I really want to pick their brain. I want to know, there's a lot really that I want to ask them. Like, how does it feel to make history?
He's in the chat, by the way. Ricky Boy is Kamarna 16.
Hey, Ricky boy, I hope you're enjoying vacay, brother.
And so yeah, like so that's their first defense against this show wasn't planned. So but like of course we had to have them defend their belts. So the way we did it, we were at another show, and I was there as well, and I decided to film something with Michael Stu. Michael Stu was just saying, like he beat every tag team in Portugal, which is not technically true, but we'll come to that later. And he was just like, yeah, I don't care, I beat everybody. Just like if someone can put together a tag team, just show up. Also showed up, and I was like, dude, I'll come. And the Stus were like, well, bro, you have no friends, but if you can find someone.
Well,
And Fausto was like, I always have friends, and so yeah, so the match is advertised as the Stus against Fausto and a mystery partner, which of course the show was last month, so people know. But for the sake of this surprise, we're gonna wait for a little bit before we talk about it.
I still think, and again, this is just based on what I've seen in the Portugal market. I think the best tag team match I've seen was the Stews versus Worst Generation. That 20-minute draw. That match doesn't
I'm
get
very
old.
proud of this match. Yeah.
It doesn't get old. I can easily refer to it when someone says, "Hey, what can I watch that's not in my neck of the woods? Here you go. Check this whole show out. Do that, and then get back to it."
So yeah.
All right, let's see.
Again, this show we had like a little issues with like the art cam. So if sometimes you see the art cam a little like tilted or something, that's the reason.
I love this fucking song. Whoever this is has already got my heart.
He sent me a message like the day before, and he was like, "Bro, if that's a Valentine's Day show, I need to put this song at the beginning of my song." And I was like, "All good." And then the crowd, of course, singing along, like because everybody knows this song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is Baltazar.
Yes, it is.
APW World's Champion. Beyond the Bell
Exactly.
alumnus. Hey, Porto Wrestling, brother. Opening up a market there. I think that's fucking fantastic too.
Exactly. So yeah, we like by the time this show happened, we had already announced it, so we can talk about it. Like, we're doing a show in Porto, which is our first show there. Those who don't know, Porto is northern Portugal. It's like 3 hours away from Lisbon, which for Portugal is very far. I know for like you guys in the US, like three hours away is like right next door, but for Portugal, that's like literally uh, half the country. Like you can drive from South Portugal to North Portugal in 7 hours. So like 3 hours away is literally the other side of the country. And yeah, we're doing this in partnership with the school Baltazar opened in Porto. And so yeah, we call it Porto WrestleFest, but it's featuring Invicta Wrestling, which is his promotion. And it's gonna be very fun. That's May 17th. But here he's trying to add the second belt, I guess, to his other shoulder. So he's already the APW World Champion, which is the another promotion in southern Portugal, and now he's trying to get the tag team titles. Um,
He's got
I
a
appreciated that they, yeah,
he's got a 400-day run with that championship,
yeah,
doesn't he? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He started like yeah. He beat like he and yeah. I was one of the people he beat to retain. Like he's beaten a lot of people. Um, I appreciate that they all that they synchronize their gear, even though they're not an actual tag team. They like did a cool color coordination here.
Mm-hmm. I like this pairing. Anything that's got Baltazar attached to it, I'm already sold. But you add the Stus, I'm ready to fucking go.
So,
This should be a solid opener.
yeah. No, I really honestly a lot of people were told me this, and I'm not ashamed to say it because it's cool at the end. But like everybody was like, yeah, like on paper, it might be like the least interesting card, like on paper. But then at the end, it was one of our best shows. Like it was very fun. It literally over delivered. The crowd there just had a blast. Yeah,
Well, they always
and I think
do.
he,
Your
yeah, of
crowds are
course.
your crowds are always having a
Especially here though, like so the last show we watched was the show before this, wasn't in this venue.
good time. Mm-hmm.
This venue is our house. It's called the Yellow House. That's literally the name of the place. It's called the Yellow House. It's in Almada, and it's tiny. It's very tiny. Like people are packed in there. It's very hot, but it's like
Mm.
I don't know, man. It's so special. Like the crowd, they're like
It's like
they make you.
it's your own ECW arena, man. It's your own
Oh,
2300 in
that,
Redner.
dude, that's definitely this. Like, it's like when I hear the people in the ECW arena, they say the same thing. Like, it was packed. People were like sweating and stuff, and like that's the same. And like the people of Almada, they just developed such a passion for wrestling, and so they're always so loud and so excited. Like that's just always so.
Yeah, well, I'm getting passport ready, just so you know. I've already got an Australia trip planned next year. Portugal's on the list for a WrestleFest, and I think I'd have to go to an Almada show just because that was the first one that I saw. Unless you did an outdoor venue, and in which case I would go. I would definitely want to go to one of those because the only other one I saw was really good. Shot really well.
Yeah. And yeah, the outdoor venue is very cool because it has like this historic part, but this one here, the Yellow House, is like it has that very like gritty underground feel to it. Like
Mm.
it's really indie wrestling in the best way. You know what I mean? Like it's really like we're not mainstream. We're just like this little cult following thing, and I love it. I just think it's cool.
Is this the Stu's first defense?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, buddy. Probably not the smartest move to make.
Yeah, like sometimes like Stephanie doesn't really think about it. Like he's a bit of a meathead sometimes.
Well,
Uh,
one good turn deserves another. I
and
heard.
like and yeah and yes.
Oh, nothing. I was about to go to the chat because I saw Prime Time throwing something in about T-shirts and how I needed to. Toddy needed to tell me to up my T-shirt game. I'll have you know that right there is a Frankie the Mobster T-shirt. I support independent wrestling, so I wear indie wrestling shirts on my shows or my own podcasting T-shirt. His logo and branding is it.
That's cool. We're both wearing Quebec wrestling merchandise.
Absolutely.
You're wearing the Freedom Mobster. I'm wearing the interspecies wrestling hoodie.
They got a show coming up, I think, right? Because I started following
Yes.
them based on your attachment to it, and I saw some announcements coming out on their social media that I
Yeah.
feel like
So they'll
IWTV
do.
is hosting.
Yeah. Exactly. So like now they're doing. So they're doing. I think is in June, in either June or July. They're doing like a show on Saturday and a show on Sunday. which are two very different shows because the Sunday show is a family show and the Saturday show is a deathmatch tournament.
Yes. Are you
So, yeah.
competing in the deathmatch tournament?
Unfortunately, not.
No. Okay.
A little.
Smart man.
But dude, I would have like we joke about it, but one day I want to like just like let me do death matches, bros. Like I'll do it.
Not enough money. Not enough
But
money.
yeah,
Oh, nice counter.
uh,
Good cover. So this is Michael in the ring, right?
yes, that's Michael.
I feel like Michael's the one that I've
Uh,
been chatting with through DMs. I think that's the thing. That's it.
yeah, he's the like I guess he's the most like talkative of the two. Like Stefan, like for me, like Stefan Stu is a very good wrestler. Very like he's like if I have to compare it both,
Baltazar said, "Hey kid, how's it going?"
it's really it's really like it's really like if you can compare like almost it's almost like the Hardys. Like
Right.
Michael is Jeff Hardy. Is like the punk kid and does all the aerial stuff, and Stefan is more like Matt Hardy. He's like more calm, but just like the more like serious wrestler of the two, and just like does most of the talking in the ring instead of yeah. But yeah, they are like a good. They complement each other, and of course, well, they're cousins, so you always have this chemistry, right? That they.
Appreciate the gift sub, Toddy. Ricky boy, enjoy commercial free. Not endearing himself there at all. There.
And the thing about this match also, like, so the crowd, like, of course, it's when the opener, the crowd is always into it, but it's especially when it's people they love, and like Baltazar and Fausto, they're always very, very, very popular on our shows. And Stus in Almada, like we used to joke that they're like Almada's most hated people. It's like they hate them. They can't even breathe. Like they just like they nobody wants to see them. I mean they do. They wants to see them get their ass kicked, but like they hate them.
You know,
And so of course
you know what
this
that
match
sounds.
gets so easy.
You know what that sounds
Yeah,
like to me? Money.
good.
That's what that sounds like to me.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
money in Almada.
Well, it just feels like all is right with the world again because the last show that we watched, I think they were in their hometown, so they were getting cheered, which I wasn't used to. I was like,
Yeah.
why are they getting cheered? And then I was like, but we're
It
back to the
wasn't.
boost now, so the
Yeah.
universe is fixed.
It wasn't like really the hometown, but it's just like because they were facing another team that was hated, they were a little less hated. But
Oh!
but but
Nice
here,
tag
yeah,
team
yeah,
offense right there,
good.
guys. That was fantastic. Well, I'm going to
I
step on you. Well executed there. I love that spot.
like yeah, this is like very good. Like I'm really again like I was saying like that that was Claudio was a star and I was very happy to have her on my shows.
Yeah.
Like the Stus they're stars. Like I'm very happy to have like just
Oh!
like
Ooh.
That's going to leave a mark. Baltazar said, nope. Brother, I got you.
and you know like if we talk about like more of like just like more like expert type of like I love how simple this match is
Mm-hmm.
and how
Mhm.
simple like Baltazar's offense is and like that's so cool. Like it's just so simple but so effective. It works so well.
You know what I say? I say if you confuse them, you lose them.
Hmm.
Keep it simple. You don't have to do a whole lot as long as what you do is effective. Shout out to all
Very
four of
cool.
these guys. They're giving me some really good clips. I'm just saying. Brother, I told you before we took the air that you're going to love me because I've turned into a clip machine. I've gotten 5 so far in the few minutes that we've been watching this match.
You just found out a new function on like your
I
your
did.
OBS.
Lit.
Like,
No, it's literally on my fucking phone. Like I have my setup. Little peel behind the curtain, guys, while we're watching this match. So I've got monitor there with that I'm streaming from. And my computer's right
Mhm.
there. Which, hey guys, you can see you now. That's what I'm looking at as I'm making sure either that or that, which is what our audience is
Mhm.
seeing. My phone's right here, which has also got our stream on it, so I can keep up with chat. And then there's a button that says clip, and I just discovered that motherfucker, and I was like, what is this? And lo and behold, here we go. I'm only in my 40s, guy. I'm doing the best I can. Technology's not my thing.
Oh,
What a kick right there was on the money.
Yeah. Like, that was a solid kick. And like, trust me, I've been on the other side of that kick. You feel it when it happens. You're like, shit.
mhm.
Like it's almost like there's like an earthquake going on. Like, oh shit, what just happened? Well, Baltazar just kicked you in the head. That's what happened.
Get that tag. Can he get it? No, there's that cutoff. Very smart there by the Stus. I love the simplicity and the psychology.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like this match is like very simple in its like construction, but like just very fun, very easy to. The crowd is into it. Like that's wrestling. That's just what wrestling is, you know.
You know me, man. I think that the biggest 2 spots on the card is the opening match and the closing match. For me, you know, your opening match gets them invested and gets them going, and that's something that you guys have been really good at. When you've been booking your shows and putting them together, your overall flow has been pretty solid on every show that you watch.
We try. That's like we always like a lot of people when they book shows they just think about just the matches. We really think about like it's almost like we think about the order first and then the matches. Like okay, we need a high speed match here. We need something more calm here. We always think about it, and then we think, okay, what can be that match? The tag match can go there. Like,
He cut the
and
ref.
that's actually
Saw the tag. My bad. Thought he cut him off again.
no, it's fine. I
Continue
speak
on.
too much.
No, continue on.
No, I was saying like it's almost going to be like harder for the next show, and I'm not gonna spoil it yet because it's gonna relate to the show we're watching. But like our next show, because it's like the WrestleMania, all the matches almost could be the main event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be so that was like harder to do like an order for it because I was like, okay, this is just lots of main events. But hey,
I want to go over that card when we finish the show. I want to
yeah.
close by covering it and running through it real quick.
By the time this show ends, you'll know the card.
Oh, we just gave him a little liquid courage.
And the crowd was chanting Jola, which means just beer. They were like beer, 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 beer.
Nice little follow-away slam there.
And they're not like they don't look that big, but they're not like small guys either. Like Stefan is a pretty like bulky dude, even though he's like not very tall.
Fausto's got a really good look. I hope I pronounced his name correctly.
Also,
Fausto.
yes. Where is Sto? We can do it. Fausto.
Oh, the hype
Oh.
man ate the spear. There's a roll.
And then what spear too? He just like destroyed him.
Oh,
Despicable human being.
Oh, nice.
Despicable human beings, man.
I don't even think they stole that. I think they just outsmarted and got it done.
Yeah, but they still had their hype man get in the ring though, right before. Like, just like
Great tag team tactics.
It's a good start.
but yeah, first defense. Oh,
They
the rain is already on the way.
they're getting the hell out of Dodge is what they're doing.
Yeah, first defense for the Stus.
Look at this guy
First
on the left.
ever-
Got his fucking arms crossed. Just
He's very judging them. And that girl,
Yes.
was sitting on the stage. I think it's the first time she's coming to a show because I'd never seen her before.
yeah.
But she's giving me like a lot of like very funny reaction faces during the entire show. So. You can-
Well, now we're gonna have to be watching her on
Yeah.
entrances and see who she stink faces and stink eyes. Oh, Lobo, Heart, Lobo. That's from John. I literally talked to him yesterday for the first time in about a month. I'm not kidding you. Since his love back, so it was the first time I was able to physically pass your previous message on to him. So I'm playing intermediate message man between John Cable's spirit animal and John Cable.
And John Cable. So, yeah. Well, they tried. It's not this time that he's gonna be a double champion. But it was a good match, a good try.
That's a good way to kick the show off.
Yeah,
You
I
gave
think so,
you gave a good finish on it. It put a little heat on the Stus, which is kind of what you want right now because I mean they're the new champs. I think that Baltazar was the perfect partner in this situation because he adds more credibility to the win itself. Regardless of the tactics and how it was used, it was smart. It was well paced. The psychology was really good. But I wouldn't expect anything less from a Baltazar match, and that's just from no disrespect to anyone else involved in this match, but that's just from what I've seen from Baltazar.
Yeah, of course he's an experienced man, right? So like he has.
I do like the fact that I'm seeing a lot more of Fausto. I've only seen him a handful of times. He's got a really good look, and I do think that there's a lot there as well.
Yeah, getting better every time he wrestles. So
That's all that matters.
good to have him. And so yeah, now we're gonna have like a match, as our ring announcer was saying, that started yesterday. So Claudia is defending her championship in what we called the 100 Pretenders match. So what happens is, so the title is in play for 24 hours. It started the day before, and it will end. The 24 hours will end during the show.
Okay.
During that show, everybody can try and beat her for the belt. False count anywhere. No disqualifications. If they pin her, they win the belt and the match is over. Okay? It's not like it stays in play for the rest of the 24 hours. If they beat her, they get the belt. If she pins someone, this person is eliminated, which means that he cannot try again for the remaining of the 24 hours. But the match only ends at the end of the 24 hours, or if she's able to defeat 100 people, which good luck with that. So
I mean,
that's
this is Claudia we're talking about. If anybody could
yes,
do it,
of
it
course.
would be Claudia Broadstone.
But I don't even know I don't even know if there's 100 wrestlers in Portugal, honestly. Well, but still, we never know.
See what you
so,
got. What you didn't see was, Claudia beat me. I was one of those 100. I got knocked out with a dreaded inside package or inside cradle. And there was no camera present, but I think I was like number 100. I was the first guy that got beat. Oh
So
wait.
yeah, so it started backstage, right? So that's what happened yesterday, the day before the show. So yeah, I was just giving a pep talk to my friend Claudia because she was like, again, there's this old stories with Paulinho who wants to be your tag team partner, and she's not sure because she already has a tag team partner, so she doesn't want, like, she's not sure. And I told her to give the guy a shot. He's a good guy. But at the same time, I had to break the news to her that her belt is now in play for 24 hours. And I
Oh.
was the one to bring that up to her, and well, it starts, right? So yeah. So we posted this video online on our YouTube channel, and then on the day of the show, we played it for the crowd. So you can hear the crowd of the audience behind it. Like I left it,
Uh huh.
as they were like very enjoying it and laughing about it, and I just thought it was something very different. We never did something like that before.
Oh, a kendo stick just magically appeared.
Yeah, just like dude, I don't know what wrestling is weird, man. There's weapons
I
just laying around, like just like.
I know. Oh. Damn, dude. God almighty. Stick in the back of her head. No, what? Is that Danielle just munching on some shit in the background?
He was just chilling, man. He was just chilling.
I recognize that mustache anywhere. Hey man, did I hear this correctly? That Golden Boy Santos is getting a look from the WWE?
Yeah, he was at the tryouts of this Monday, I think, or Tuesday. So let's see. I'm just looking at Toddy's face right now. It's like his reaction.
You don't mess
Yeah.
with Danielle's plate, brother.
Dude, I spilled. Yeah, I'm sorry, Damian. Like it wasn't my fault, and he knew it. That's why he got mad at Gomez, because. And Damian doesn't even want the belt. Like he was just chilling. It was just there. It's like.
All hell is breaking loose here. We got Gomez involved in this. There's a belt shot there.
Yeah, and she pinned.
There's a pin there. You're done.
Oh, Roddy Flow was I guess my student. That pin, so he's the first guy eliminated. So now he could not try and get the belt again. He wanted, and now she has 99 people to beat if she wants to end it before the end of the 24 hours.
Claudia was giving me some serious Lita flashback vibes there.
Right, I told her this as like the pants she's wearing, like
the pants and the tie.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Reminds me of Nelson on the first show we watched back from WrestleFest.
He doesn't know this, but yeah. So I need to tell the story for those who don't know.
You definitely need to, because I will go and find the fucking clip. Go right ahead.
So on the first show we did, right? So I was a little more out of shape than I am now, and so I wore pants and then I wore a singlet underneath. And then on the day at first I was supposed to just wear the singlet top, just put on. But then on the day of the show, I was like, you know what? I don't feel that fat today, so I'm just taking down the straps and leaving like the singlet down. But then during the match, like the way the singlet looks from behind, it just looks like I'm wearing a thong, like Lita style. And so the entire match, I'm just wearing a thong, Lita style, during the entire match. Yeah, that's
and
just what happened.
I legitimately did the whole
Like,
thing.
like one of the most important matches of my life by this point, and I'm right there in a thong. Just what happened.
I mean, there are worse things that could be there. So, I mean.
Who is
So,
this? This is a first time watch for me.
yeah, exactly. So he made this debut here. So he's I guess the Stu's young boy. Okay, he's like their lackey and stuff, and he came to the show with them.
Mhm.
And I guess he heard that there was a possibility that he could win a belt, so he's trying. Uh, his name is Rodriguez, just Rodriguez. He has no first name, and he's not very bright. He's
Yeah,
very big and very strong,
first
but
name's
he's like not
overrated.
very intelligent.
But so
Overrated.
he's good with his acting because even the way he's holding the kendo stick, like he's trying to psych himself out. It's like he's doing all this, and it's like, I know you're gonna get beat up. Like I just feel like you're gonna get beat up. But you
Well,
can see him literally. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
he's like
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
like
the little train. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Well, I've got bad news for you, buddy. You're in there with
Choo
Claudia
choo.
Broadstone, and there's no tooting of any horn that's going to save you from the hell that's about to come your way. Oh,
Nice.
I love Claudia. I put Claudia in there with one of the best female talents in the game that's not been seen or sung. And that's
and
that list, just so
yeah.
you know, exclusive company here. That list says Mickey Fortune on it from Australia. I think that Sessions Moth Martina in the UK is on that list. I think Bert Vixen here in the States. So, I mean, there's that list is really, really not one that I take lightly by any means.
It's like I agree. Like she's just awesome, and she's good at everything. And again, like you guys popped, and I tell her, I said like her Saito suplex is just a thing of beauty. Like always, every time she does it, it's like that's your best move. I
Well,
don't like being hit by it.
yeah, it folded you up like an accordion. Uh,
Yeah, it,
what I love about a piece of what I love about our platform is how it's really organic, as you're well aware. So and there was a clip that I put out there. You saw it with when we were doing it down the rabbit hole on all Caribbean wrestling and no context, no nothing. Goth pulled the show, and we try and find a little bit of everything. A singles match, championship match, tag team championship match, women's match. Just a little sample of the product. He pulled a random battle royal, and who do I see come out? It's Claudia. And it took a second for it to register, but when it did, my reaction was so authentic. I was like, "Oh my god, I know her. I've
yeah.
seen her in Portugal. I
That,
lost my shit." Uh,
that was her US debut, WrestleMania week. Uh, they spelled her name wrong, which was funny, and we joke about that all the time. But yeah, no, like and that was funny that you just came up, like you just watched this, and just like
randomly.
one thing that yeah, one thing that I wanted to say about this match is that again, like a lot of those fans, every time we do a show like this, a lot of the people that just show up is people that don't even like know wrestling or have never watched wrestling, and like they just got so mad at Rodriguez to be beating up a woman, so the dynamic just works. Like it's just, I guess it's like it's like it always right, but also the way it's done, like he's just fighting her. And I guess like people get very mad about, and like it just works, right? Because it's like he's not treating her like she's a woman. He's just like beating her up.
Mhm.
And that makes the match better because of that.
No, I agree. I still don't think it's going to end well for him. But
Yeah,
I'm actually
You know-
kind of shocked that there hasn't been more people run in on this, because this seems like a Mania 20 or Mania 10,
Yeah.
20 kind of situation with the hardcore battle royal.
No, it was WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah.
It was yeah. Yeah, no, like, and again, like, she's waking up. That's what she is. When she like wakes up, like they call her raging Claudia Bradstone for a reason, and yeah, I guess like she showed it. When you get her mad, man, when you get her mad, she not an easy an easy
Yep.
opponent.
Yep, where he fucked up is he wasn't able to put her away.
And yeah,
Or-
again, and like yeah.
What Mania was it when the hardcore title kept changing hands? It was the infamous one where Molly Holly
That's
won it.
18.
That okay.
Yeah, that's 18.
Molly ran down the hallway and the smack
Yeah.
door spot. Got it. Yeah. Or it could have one of those
Yeah.
kind of vibes to it too.
So yeah, so like yeah, like again, like this match is not really a match. We just left a little bit time on the show. If someone wanted to find Claudia, if they didn't want to look for her backstage, like she's right there. And I guess only Rodriguez just realized this. I guess
Hey,
people
he's
are still
trying to-
looking for her backstage or something. They
Trying
didn't
to-
realize she was here.
Trying to seize that moment, buddy. That's all he's trying to do.
This
Trying to
spot
seize-
where they have this set up, but then at the end, like chaos erupts, and then everybody's so busy fighting, she just escapes.
I mean,
That like
I'm here for
like
it.
pulling down the curtain a little bit. So that was not the original idea. But then,
Mhm.
like, of doing this match like that. But then I just turned to Claudio and I was like, what if we do this? Because, like, again, like, WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 18, this type, like, attitude era, like, craziness thing is what Claudia loves the most about wrestling. And I'm a huge fan as well. So when I gave her that idea, she was, like, all for it. She was like, let's go! And it's just so different from everything that we've ever done and stuff, so it works.
Oh. Claudia, if you're watching, Beyond the Bell invitation still there for you. Hit me up, please. Love to chat with you. Be fun. Holy shit! Did you see the? I think I told you before we came on the air, and I don't usually tout metrics by any fucking means. But we had hit almost 250,000 people in 30 days on goddamn Instagram. On independent fucking wrestling. Can you believe that? Like that's yet to sink in that this is real.
That's pretty cool. Well, you were saying that people didn't run in on this. Well, I guess you never know what can happen, right?
This is not going to
You
end
never
well
know
for
what can
him
happen.
either. I appreciate it.
You never know what can happen.
Has he been training? Has this been an under the behind the curtain thing? Has he been learning a little
Like
bit?
so he's been training for a long time. He just was mostly a referee, but like he's been like he's had a few matches, not in WrestleFest but in other promotions before, where he did that bit and it always worked. So I wanted to bring it on my shows in a way that made sense, and I was like, what better way to to bring it than this match, because it's where it makes the most sense, right?
I think this is great. This is fantastic. I did not know that he was working in ring. Oh,
Oh,
oh, look at the arc on that. She sat back.
oh yeah, yeah.
And so
Nice.
so he's out. So
Hey,
he's eliminated again.
I
Like
applaud.
again, the match is not over. He just eliminated one more. 98 now. 98 people she still needs to.
Pile driver. Got it.
Nice.
Dude. And a sweet pile driver too.
Yeah, that was lovely. Okay.
I guess 97 now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause she eliminated 3. Okay. Now either she eliminates 97 more people or she lets the type expire.
Oh, see, he's
That was
smart.
close.
He get the fuck out of the way. He's like, no.
Yeah, no man, he tried, but he's not a fighter. Like he tried, but he's like, sorry, I'm not doing that again. Technically not eliminated, but he's not getting back in there.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Run. Do it now. Run. Claudia's looking around like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, because the crowd is telling her to be careful with someone, but I don't know. I'm sorry, Claudia.
No, don't be sorry. She just you just were on that corner and fuck around and find out. You just found out.
Oh, dude, like she stole, like she took my belt, man. I needed to try.
I would have been more upset with you if you didn't try. But still.
Exactly. Corner a fuck around and find out.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man.
I thought that was fun.
You better turn around. You better trip over the stairs.
Just love her demeanor and how she carries herself. She doesn't have to do anything, but it's like you just know she is a wrestler. She belongs there, and she can go. Like I love it.
She's a badass.
Not a lot of people have that.
She's a badass.
She's like, she knows her character so well, and she's just like, yeah. And okay, and so I'm not gonna like try to translate like word by word, but pretty much what I'm saying is I'm wishing my friend, I'm telling good job to my friend for surviving all those people. And like the time is not over yet, so just be careful because you don't know what can happen today. But if you survive, we're gonna meet again, and next time we're gonna meet again, we're gonna take that belt and we're gonna put it upstairs, and we're gonna fight in a ladder match. So that's the first match that's announced for our WrestleMania. It's a ladder match, undisputed Queen of Crazy title on the line. And because I'm the promoter, but I'm also a very nice person, I decided to not only be selfish and not only have the match for myself, and I opened the match to more people. It's actually going to be a 6-man ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who wants to show up, just show up, and we'll see who is the champion at the end. So that's the first match we have announced for this weekend, Almada WrestleFest 3.
Toddy, what do you think
Nice.
about that? Anyone can show up. You'll feel like hopping on a plane and going to climb a ladder?
Listen, I would just have to be Claudia's manager because I know my strengths and weaknesses. So I'll be like, I'll carry the belt for you. Whatever you need me to carry, I got you.
Oh, mess. So that's a no. Got it. Should just said no and not made an excuse. Just said no.
I'll get on the plane. I'll get on the plane and go.
Gomez, big man right here, buddy.
So Gomez showing up. He wasn't successful in trying to get the tag belts with Lobo, but I guess
where's Lobo on this? Did he call in sick again?
Dude, we don't know where he was. Like he just didn't show up for this show, and so Gomez just showed up alone, and he's here trying to get singles gold, as he will be facing Ricky Boy for the Lisbon title.
Mm-hmm.
Little background on the Lisbon title, just so you know. So that's Portugal's oldest belt. It dates back to 1947. And so when we started doing shows, and we did shows at the Park Mayor venue, which is an outdoor venue, where it used to be the venue for wrestling in the 40s and 50s and stuff. So when we did the show there, I wanted to bring like the history back from this, and so we just reactivated the championship. So we still so it's like it's a new era of the belt, but we still kept the same design. So it's a very old design on purpose, and it's our like mid card belt. It's like our Intercontinental Championship, the Lisbon
Mm.
title. Currently it's the number one belt because there's no other belt because the other belt is vacant. But it's the yeah. And Ricky Boy, I think has already done 3 defenses, like a few on WrestleFest shows and also a few on APW. APW also had a few defenses. So
Look
Yeah.
at Ricky Boy, future spotlighty on
yeah,
the channel.
and so that is it's his hometown. So he's from Almada. So every time he shows up here, the crowd just loves him. All his friends and family are here, but even the people who just don't know him personally, they just get behind him. Uh, Also, important thing about Ricky Boy here. So he's the champion, but he didn't beat the previous champion. The previous champion
Mm-hmm.
was Rafa Pedras, who got injured and got to vacate the belt. So there was supposed to be a triple threat match to define the number one contender, but then the champion got hurt, so the match instead of being for the number one contendership became for the title, and Ricky Boy won the belt. So he's the champion. Rafa Pedras showed up at TagFest during one of the episodes of TagFest
Mm-hmm.
to just tell him, bro, I'm almost healed, and I'm coming for that. And Ricky was like, well, when you're ready, just come on in. And so we haven't seen him since, so I don't know if he's gonna show up soon. But um,
Spoiler, between me and you, I can't wait for that. There have been a couple of announcements that I've seen, but we're gonna put a pause on that.
first, let's see if Gomez is able to win the belt, and then
He's got
because we never know, right?
an uphill battle here. Before this one gets too deep, I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my beverage. Give me just a moment, gentlemen.
It was nice to hear the history of that championship because I already thought it's a beautiful belt. And now that I know the backstory behind it, it makes it that much more special to me.
We did it like on purpose. Was like, yes, he does look old and beat it down, but that's on purpose. He just to look old and to so that people recognize that it's an old championship, that it's there for a long time. Like we could have made just a new belt, but it's just like it wouldn't have the same charm, right?
Right, right. No, I think that's perfect because sometimes people feel like they have to make new belts, and it's like there's nothing wrong with the old one, and it really gives that sense of accomplishment. So whoever has that belt, it's like you know that they earned it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I agree. Like I like of course I like newer belts that are all shiny and stuff. But sometimes when you see like belts that are like missing paint and stuff, you can see like it went through a battle. That's pretty cool. Like
Yes.
it gets that thing. Uh, and this match, like of course, like again as I said, like Ricky Boy's at home, so like the
Mhm.
crowd is really for him, and so the crowd is really into this match. Like the crowd really made this show way better, and
Yes.
that's why I'm saying like the crowd here in Almada in that venue, they're like it's so special. Like I did I did an interview for the paper to promote this weekend's show, and they asked
Mhm.
us about this venue, and I told them like even if one day like we grow enough to be able to just like run like huge venues, I still
Mhm.
want to run there, like here in Almada, because it's like, because the crowd just makes the show so fun.
It just looks amazing. Like even with everybody in there, and like you were describing how hot it was and everything, and they're still having a good time. They're still into it. That is hats off to you, sir. That means you're doing something right.
Thank you. That girl that was just like antagonizing Ricky is Ricky Boy's sister.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just like
sisters are good for that.
she's always screaming and yelling. Yeah.
And I see Ricky Boy was in chat. I think he's still there. If you're still here, I have a question for you. Um, how much did you have to adapt and change your style based on the size of your opponent versus what you normally do? Because I've seen your work in different reels and different clips, and you're good. But God, when you're facing somebody this size, you
When
have to adapt pretty quickly.
when you're fighting a truck, right? This is like there's always this thing like you can be the gifted wrestler when you have a truck on
Mhm.
top of
See, this is why, again, I'd have to be somebody's manager because I've seen Final Destination. I'm not taking on the truck.
yeah. It's like
Oh,
yeah, it's just like like it didn't go easy on him and like
mhm.
Gomez is so tall and so big and Ricky's short and quite small but like so that was a very like different of physiques and but it just yeah it's like it made a very interesting match that was cool.
Nice. He says normally I'm the underdog, so I'm almost always fighting guys bigger than me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's
you're
true because
holding your own in there.
he's one of our. He's like even with like he's small anyway. Like, but here,
Hmm.
of course, here it's bigger because like Gomez is the biggest guy on our shows, right?
Right.
So there's so now it's even more impactful.
I think they're working a really good pace here.
Yeah, I thought so too. Again, I'm not wrestling on this show, except for that previous try that didn't work very well. So I was like, I got to watch. I got to watch the entire show.
Hmm.
I got to watch the entire show, and I was like, I was very pleased with this match. I was like, yeah, it's good.
Well, I think you earned some well-deserved rest because that kick that you took the night before.
Yes. Well, I tried to kick her first. I didn't think about it, and then I was like, yes, wrong technique. And I
You know
like
the other
because
thing. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like how you did the lighting in the venue, especially when you're at different angles. It's like spot on, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, we always try to do it because it's like again, like I love the venue because it's very like underground and stuff, and still, but like it's still just like it almost looks like an old barn kind of in there and stuff. So
Yeah.
just trying to focus the thing on the ring and just like make it dark. I think just
Yes.
makes it look better and just like plus our ring is black, so like really all you see is the ropes and the wrestlers, and that's cool. Like, 'cause, like, yeah, it just makes a good visual. Um, we always try to work on the look of the show as much as we can. That's like, as we thought that's what was one thing that was missing from other promotions, right? So we always
Yes.
like that's what we try to bring to Portuguese wrestling the most is like try to just make the shows look better, just like aesthetically.
Yes.
And I think it. Oh yeah. Honestly, like when I look at our shows, I don't think they look like. Oh, nobody was gonna say, "Oh, that's a Portuguese show." It's like, no, it's an independent wrestling show. Like that looks
Yeah.
cool. Like, so I'm proud of that. Yeah, he slammed them. He slammed.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Acaba por ser interessante aqui pelas leis da física, porque está a usar o peso do Gomes a seu favor, mas ao mesmo tempo as costas do Ricky Boy não estão bem. Agora aqui uma chop a tentar demonstrar o seu strong style outra vez.
He definitely knows how to get the crowd behind him.
Yeah,
My
he's very good
apologies.
at like
Não
just
tem
pushing.
Well, he was in chat.
Had to grab my own chest.
Ricky Boy was in chat saying that he's usually fighting from underneath, and I was like, that just makes the best babyface. You're getting the sympathetic babyface that people want to get behind, and it reminds me of an analogy. It says, you know, if you see a guy on the side of the street, a big guy and a little guy, the big guy's punching the little guy and beating the little guy up, you're going to stop. You're going to see if the little guy suddenly comes back. And that little guy comes back, and you're...
Paige, tell me,
What's
how
that?
many times did you watch that Jim Cornette video?
There you go. That's the Cornette analogy. It's fucking great because it's true. That's professional wrestling. That's what it is. It's the Cornette analogy, brother. It's fucking great. It fits.
No, yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
And this is it. Like I shared it on my Instagram not too long ago. Like, I just... Ricky, come on now. Why are we crotch chopping a giant, brother?
Sometimes he gets carried away, I guess.
All rallying the strength of the crowd. Got him up.
He did. He did. Strong boy.
He eats his vegetables. He had his spinach before he came out.
He's like, he's way stronger than he looks. That's one thing about Ricky. He's like, he's stronger than he looks.
Well, he's also got a low center of gravity there, too.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect sell right there, Ricky. That was a perfect sell. I don't know if you lost your footing coming up or if your back legitimately bothered you, but if you did lose your footing, that was perfect.
Yeah, exactly. He just knew what to do, right?
You can't teach that shit. You either have it or you don't.
Lobo said we call him Ricky Roids.
Yes, we do. We actually call him Ricky Roids. That's actually a real thing.
Bro, listen, Ricky, I know you're in chat. You need to go invest in a chainmail. And come out with chainmail like old Scott Steiner. I'm telling you.
The issue about that is that there's already a Portuguese wrestler that does this. In tribute to Scott Steiner, he also comes out with a chainmail.
Well, is he jacked like fucking Ricky Boy is?
No, he's not.
Well,
yeah, that's
then-
true. That okay. That,
Then
yeah,
I'm,
touche.
then I'm sorry. Ricky Boy has precedence here. He takes the lead on that. It makes more sense for him to use it than fucking use it.
Mhm.
Suicide dive! Gomes continua atordoado e o Ricky Boy a pedir novamente. Vai parecer.
Or if
love
someone
the crowd
rocks
on
the
fire.
chainmail up top, get a chainmail vest made. Do something with chainmail. Just as a rib. Like, it's just great. Oh, look at there. Senton.
He's nuts. Because again, in this venue, the fans are so close to the ring. I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, one day you're gonna fall on the lap of someone.
Yeah, this is the venue I definitely want to go.
Yeah.
Your commentary team is amazing.
You just took it out of my mouth. I was just about to say how good the commentary team was doing.
I know, like, there's different dialects of Spanish, and I can understand some of what they're saying, but they're like the passion and the fire. Like, I love it, and the speed.
They're like it and like little pull behind the curtain. Like usually they're live. Usually they just commentate at the shows. On this one, they were not able to be there, so they just did post production.
Oh,
And even then, I was like, for post production commentary, that was really good. So I was like very impressed by their work here.
no, you're right. If you hadn't said it, I would never have known.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
either. That's impressive.
Oh,
Oh, Black Hole Slam. Zeus says hello, everybody.
E Diogo, ele é que é o chefe.
Hello,
Ele
Zeus.
é o monstro da margem sul. Ele é o Gomes e o Ricky Boy.
Dentro do ringue. O campeão é o Ricky Boy.
Oh, Diogo, mas tudo pode mudar num...
I like the Boss Man Slam, man. It's like such a
Está a tentar tirar
simple but cool move.
And it works so well with big guy, little guy.
Hmm.
So well.
Diogo, tu achas que para ser campeão tens que ser...
Why are the wrestlers that I employ always trying to just dismantle the ring and stuff like that? Oh, man.
That's a good question, dude.
Ooh, that didn't work out for him.
That looks like an HR guy.
Dude.
Acabou! O Ricky Boy é o ainda campeão! E
He got it.
ter um ataque
Sure
de
did.
perna.
Pulled
Yeah.
that W.
Diogo, não, isto é inadmissível. Então,
See,
Yeah,
if
so
you
he
hadn't
re-
taken that off,
o canto estava
Exactly.
e agora
If you hadn't done this,
todos nós sabemos, Diogo,
Woulda, shoulda,
que um
coulda.
canto desprotegido é o final de qualquer lutador. Isto não é
yeah,
was.
keeping
é
the
inadmissível. Tem que voltar, tem que vir o VAR. Isto aqui tem que vir o VAR.
being in the championship, and he looked at the camera and just wasn't very nice for his opponent here. I can't even really translate it to English. Not because it's like vulgar. It's just I don't know how to really translate it. It was just like he's a big dude, but like my talent is bigger. Pretty much like I guess that you can translate it like that.
Oh, I thought he said he had a big dick. That's what I thought it was.
No,
He
but
said
that's also like that's something that he could have
Oh.
definitely have said. Knowing Ricky
Oh.
Boy
Ter respeito por ninguém, mas grande Ricky.
was trying
Yeah.
to be
that
nice.
wasn't nice.
I mean, he got outsmarted. He got outplayed. Gomez is not a fan of coming up short, coming up on the losing end.
Sejam amigos, exatamente. Toda a gente tem que ser
I
amigo.
like this crowd.
Se eu consigo ser amigo,
How many do you
The
think?
crowd is
How many do you think you got here?
Toda a gente consegue ser amigo uns dos outros.
So
Olha, oi.
honestly, so I think we were like technically we were limited. I think to 250. I think there was definitely more because just people just showed up and they let them in. So
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And look at what he's got.
Exactly. He has the belt. Because so here the little thing. So the original belt had the original Lisbon Championship. It was not like really a regular title in this. It was like every year there would be a tournament, and the winner of the tournament would win the belt. And so the belt always had the year on it. So when we brought it back, it was 2023. So we did the belt with 2023 on it. When we decided that it was going to be a regular title for us, we changed the belt and we just removed the year because it made no sense just having the year. And because Pedro's had won the original one, we gave it to him as a gift. So that's why he's bringing it right now. He's bringing the belt that he won, and that technically he hasn't lost. And Ricky has the current belt. They're the exact same belt. The only difference is that Ricky's has no year on it.
I think it plays well into the dynamic and the story
Yeah.
behind all of it. So it was the perfect thing for him to bring with him.
That's the clip I saw. I
Oh,
remember that clip.
Yeah, Rafa knew what he was doing when he brought the belt. Like he knew that it would generate buzz. Again, he says that he's the real champion. He never lost the belt, which technically is true. And so, yeah, guys, I can say it here. This Saturday, undisputed Lisbon Championship. Ricky Boy against Rafael Pedros. There's 2 belts, but there can only be 1 champion.
I'm here
We're gonna
for it.
find out who it is.
Oh, you're goddamn right we are. So we'll be seeing you in about 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks for another
Yes.
watch back. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, go ahead and get it on the calendar, buddy. That's fine. And
The
you can tell
intensity in their eyes.
you can tell Lobo the next time too that doesn't matter if he's on the show or not. He's always welcome on my show with open arms. Yeah. His insight is always appreciated. This is going to be a fucking banger of a match when it goes down Saturday.
Oh, it will. It will. It definitely will.
I've only seen 1 or 2 of Pedro's matches, but I remember that they both impressed me.
He's very good. He just, like, the injury happened at a bad time, but he's back now. And I'm very glad we get to put on this match.
Ricky Boy says he's the fake champ.
Yeah. Well, technically, he's right?
Well, I mean, currently, I guess, yes, he'd be correct.
And so, yeah, that video we're watching right now is just a little spot to advertise Porto's, the show in Porto. On the 17th
This is
of
very
May.
well put together.
If people are watching, if someone from Portugal is watching this, tickets are available on WrestleFest.pt. Actually, I've never said it here because it's a new website, but we officially have an official website, WrestleFest.pt, and buy tickets there. You can have a little more info.
Yeah, I need to get that added into your name tag up here for WrestleFest so we can make sure we have that displayed.
And so yeah, so Paulinho just wanted to talk to Claudia about being a tag team, and I guess she got scared because she thought he was going to pin her. So
well,
she just left.
Are we sure that
That was this little moment.
Are we sure that scared and Claudia need to even be in the same sentence?
Yeah, maybe not scared,
Yeah,
but she
okay.
just took her precautions, right? Took her
Okay.
precaution and was like, "I'll get the fuck out of here because if he pins me, I'll lose my belt." But I don't think he wanted to pin her. He just wanted to have a discussion, right? He just wanted to have a conversation.
Claudia, I just want you to know that while all this was going on, I had your back 100%. I came to your defense here. So, smash Nelson with a ladder for me on Saturday night.
I was telling this to people. I was like, I'm a booker, I'm a promoter. I can literally do every match I want, and I don't shy away from it. Even in the story, I tell people, look, I'm the people know I have power in WrestleFest. I could literally do whatever I want. So I could be selfish and just have a one-on-one match, but I opened it for more people because I'm a good person, and I knew a lot of people want to be on that show because it's the biggest show of the year. However, then I think about it, and I'm like, why do I put myself in ladder matches where I can fall from very high and where it's gonna hurt to be in that match? I don't know why I do that to myself, but I do.
I swear to God, if I see an aluminum fucking ladder, I'm not going to be a happy camper. That's why I refuse to do ladder matches. I got jacked up with an aluminum ladder. I was like, fuck, never again. If it's a metal ladder, yep, I do it. Wait, there's some energy here.
He's a young wrestler, doesn't have much of experience, but he has a big heart, lots of fire. The crowd loves him, and that's what I think Claudia should give him a shot. They worked on TagFest. Okay, he was a replacement. True, he was a replacement. Claudia has a tag team partner. He's currently hurt. We don't know when he's coming back. Okay. Pauline just loves tagging with Claudia. He just wants to be in a team. And yes, of course, they never won a match. That's true. In TagFest, the best they got was a draw. But still, like, like tag teams, it takes time to build, right?
Well,
So you should just.
and listen, I want to point this out. I want to point out the character shift with him from point A to now. He was like a cocky, brash little shit when he first started with the tag team series, and he's already pivoted and become a little bit more endearing, and it's good to see the crowd getting behind him. Because we
Look,
saw his
it's
first we
like.
saw his first match, right? Wasn't that his Tag Fest was his first
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
match?
Yeah. Like maybe second, or I think. Like first for WrestleFest, right? Tagfest was the first at WrestleFest, but overall, I think he had like 2 matches. It was maybe like third. So like yeah, he really didn't have a lot of matches. But look, Paige, it's like everybody tells you like confidence is important,
Sure.
and like he wanted to look confident, and sometimes when you look confident too much, you look kind of like a prick, right? And he was trying to impress Claudia. It didn't work out. Claudia berated him, told him, "You listen to me." And he mostly did, even though he did some mistakes, he mostly did. And they were able to get a draw, which is not as good as a win, but it's still not a loss, right?
Hey,
Facts.
I
Yeah.
think here
And
if
then,
he's
well,
if he's worried about impressing Claudia, I think he's gonna do that by in-ring ability. Show
exactly.
her
So
in ring.
that's why he's wrestling this match. He really wants to just prove to her that she should give him a shot, that they should try again this tag team thing together. Uh, Marcos here, who's his opponent, so um, he came to the ring with Corvo, who's his agent, right?
Mhm.
And Corvo is the last student of Tarzan Taborda, which is like Portugal's Hulk Hogan,
Yep,
right?
wrestling royalty. Sure,
Yeah.
you gave me that
And so
rundown, which I'm super appreciative of.
and and so now he's like he's an agent, and he was very good at negotiating contracts. He was like my client is only wrestling in championship matches. So he got two, one against me for the King of Crazy title, which he lost, and once against Ricky Boy for the Lisbon title, which he lost as well. But then WrestleFest and me and my partners just tell, bro, I know you tried to negotiate, but if you keep losing your title matches, I cannot give you more title matches. So we force him to accept this match against Pauline, and Pauline was very eager to do this match again because he wants to impress Claudia Bradstone and show her. So that's what we're watching right now. Also, a little thing. Before this match, Corvo, who's the agent, also said that he's always recruiting people, and he's always looking to add people to his stable. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
We're getting some seeds planted. I'm telling you here and now, when the time comes and you need a little assistance on the writing side of the equation, buddy, I got ideas for fucking days, and I will get you an outline together so quick. Uh, I'm doing that now for a couple of companies, which is fucking again, it's fucking wild. Independent wrestling is in fucking insane. Toddy, here's something you didn't know. I Homeless Vaughn, I
Uh-huh.
sent him a 16-week story arc, and it got greenlit yesterday.
Oh,
I
congratulations.
was like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, congrats.
I love that.
Look at him rallying the crowd here. Went up top.
Again, he's very green, but like he just has that fire, and the people just get behind him.
Right, but see, here's the thing though. Like, this is the beautiful thing about the market, I think, in Portugal. A lot of these guys are super young and are really young into their career. And I'm gonna put it like this. As far as we've seen the development, just over the last year, because it's been about a year or so since we stumbled into Portugal, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It may be a little bit less than that, but maybe a year. In this year's time, the growth that we've already seen, we're already seeing some new faces. There's now new schools that are opening up. There's now new markets that are opening up. You guys are laying the foundation for your future, and your future, if this is just beginning, is looking pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
you guys are, and I say you guys, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about all the promoters that are out in Portugal that are trying to build their market. I'm talking about the guys that are running the training schools. You guys are gonna have ripple effects from what you're doing right now in your area, your part of the country, that is going to be felt for generations to come. That is nothing that you should sneeze at or not take a moment to sit down and really reflect upon, because it's phenomenal to see. If this is how far you've come in a year, think about where you're going to be in 5. Think about where you're going to be in 10, because you're young enough to where you could be doing this for 20 to 30 years. You and your guys that you're working with, buddy, you're going to leave the business in Portugal. It's in a much better place than you ever found it, and that's what anybody aspires to do in professional wrestling. Leave it better than you found it.
Yeah, I also believe that. Like, honestly, every time I'm doing a show, I like every time I'm doing a new show, I getting like more in love with the promoting side of wrestling, and just think things grow and think the stories develop, and just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's a fun world. It really is.
Yeah. I'm definitely not ready to just quit yet. There's gonna be a lot more shows, I can tell you guys.
Here for it.
And like, one thing that I like about this match, just talk about the match, is like, it's also very simple in the way of like, it's mostly just like, it's like, even though it's a heel versus a baby face, Marcos is not like beating per se or whatever. He's just being very rough, and Pauline is just like resisting the beatdown, you know. And you know, a lot of people just like sometimes like try to think like, you know, there's a lot of like ways to just get like create like how can I explain that? To show like that you're worth it, you know, that like to get sympathy from the crowd and stuff. It's like sometimes you can just get very over just by resisting a beating.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what like is happening in this match a lot. It's like the crowd was really into Pauline, not necessarily because he was like doing very well in the match, but just because he was never quitting the beatdown, right? And when I was watching this, I was like, very impressed. I was like, that's cool, because that's different, you know?
Yeah, they're getting behind him 100%. Again, it's a sympathetic babyface role. When you slide into that, and it's like Ricky Boy. He slides right into that role and works it so well. When this guy right here really gets honed in and finds that groove, he's gonna be over as shit. You know, like he's getting them going. But I think right now we're again where Portugal's at. All of these young guys can do that with whether they're babyface or heel.
Do you think he'll convince Claudia of teaming with her?
I think
I think he'll win her over.
I think eventually I do, but I think I'd play that out a little bit, because really it depends on what you want to do with the character. Like what's the character? If I knew the character in game, like what the big picture of it was, I'd be able to like put something together in my head. If it's a long-term thing, I think you play it out. I think that he chases. It's like a championship. It's not a championship, but to him it is. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he needs to chase
That's
it.
what he wants. He wants that team, so he's going after it.
He needs to chase it, and he needs to come up short. So, like in this match, if winning Claudia's deal is the bigger game, he has a damn good match here. He comes up short, and then you go back to Claudia, and she again blows him off. She's not there. Again, like that's when you have to say, listen, I'm going to earn your respect one way or the other. I'm going to earn. Has his next series of matches he has to lose. But maybe you work this up to where one of his matches is against one of the Stus. And the Stus, can't put him away. You do a DQ, Stus are jumping him, then you have Claudia come out. Claudia's been watching, obviously. There you go. And you put it together right there. Wherever that happens, if it's worked out and laid out correctly, would be a moment that would blow whatever audiences you have away. Claudia would finally agree to team with him. Or if it's any heel tag team. But they got to have heat. If they don't have heat, it ain't going to fucking work.
Because I think Claudia likes him, right? But she already has a partner. Okay, he's hurt, but he will be back eventually, or so she says. We don't know. But he says he's going to be back, so.
Well, I mean, even then, you could work that into like a trio situation. Or, we need to talk off it. We need to talk off it.
Unfortunately, Pauline here wasn't able to just
exactly how it should play. It's exactly how it should play.
He gave it his best, but he got it was very tough. Marcos finally getting a win on WrestleFest. So third match, finally wins one.
Well, this is for the story. This makes sense. This is how this plays. He put more sympathy on him. There's a lot. If Claudia's partner finally comes back into the fold, you could have him heel on the new guy, and that puts Claudia in a spot to have to, choose a side, keep her babyface, put her with him.
I'm loving listening to you talk about it because I know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell you where it's going, but I like listening to you what you think is gonna happen because it's always fun, to hear people.
Dude, let me put thought into it. This is all off the top of my fucking head. Let me think on it. And I'm gonna have you more detailed. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Ele é homem novo.
O grande Hendrix.
Ele já no WrestleFest After Dark tinha completamente estilo diferente, Diogo, aqui Andy Hendrix a vir salvar.
I think one of the things that Paulinho did really, really well during this match, whenever he had the chance to engage the crowd and get them into it, he took that opportunity, and it wasn't over the top. He was really good at that throughout the match, and I really enjoyed seeing that from him.
And again,
I guess he recruited someone new.
Oh. I'd have slow played it. I'd have had the heel stand tall here.
Wait, Paige. Trust me on this one, Paige. Trust me.
Okay. I'm just going off of what I see. Oh no. Please don't tell me we have another situation happening.
Olha que o título da Cláudia ainda está em minuto por mais minuto e meio, Diogo. Eu acho que o Paulinho vai tentar. Seria burro se não tentasse.
Right.
Paulinho, tens que acordar.
Watch out, that referee's at ringside.
O Paulinho quer abraço.
She helped him because she's a good person. But she's not ready for, he tried to hug, she's not ready for the hug yet. So, what happened after the show, just so you guys know. Okay, so, the sign in the crowd, I forgot to say, it just says, please be friends. That's what it was showing. So what happened after the show, they met. There's a video on our Instagram, but it's only in Portuguese, so I'm gonna. So they met backstage, and he went to her and he was like, Claudia, thank you for saving me. I appreciate. And by the way, I heard what Nelson said about the ladder match being open to everybody. So I'm in there, but I don't want to win the belt. I'm here to help you. And Claudia just had to tell him, look, you're very great. You're a great guy. The crowd loves you. You have heart. You have fire. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. But like I already have a partner. I already have a partner. You will be back. So this cannot happen yet. This cannot happen, and you should focus on you, and I'll focus on myself. So she told him this. He will be in the ladder match. So I don't know what happens. He already said he doesn't want to win the belt. He wants to help Claudia, but Claudia also said, "Focus on you. Like I don't need your help right now. It's like this cannot happen." So we'll see what happens this Saturday.
It's not you, it's me. It's like broke up with him without breaking up with him.
Yeah. She just cannot right now. She cannot. There's another man.
Let me just say this. Your ring announcer looks fly as fuck. He is always
Right?
looking good when he is in that ring and with that microphone in his hand, dude. Fantastic.
Like
It's so fucking
I,
like casual cool, it's not even funny.
I got him on the first show. On the first show we did. Exactly because of this. I didn't want the suit ring announcer. I was just like, dude, it's called WrestleFest. It's a party. Like let's bring like the cool MC type dude. And he's very good at that, so he used to be a worker, by the way. He used to be a worker, and he says he has one more match in him. So,
Hmm?
who
Ooh.
knows?
Ooh, work. Mm. Zip. Mm. Don't get me going, man. Like my brain doesn't stop when it comes to wrestling shit. This is
And here the crowd was like trying to antagonize him, and he just shut them up. And the crowd loved it. The rest of the crowd loved it. Yeah, we're going now to our main event. Okay, so it's pretty much like setting up the background for the people who don't know. But this match has no real stakes. It's not for any title or anything. It's just Rossi, Leo Rossi came back at the last show after a year.
Such a big fan. Love how that was booked too, by the way.
And so they put it in, and then we have another guy that's been on a roll lately, which is Luís Mestre.
Yeah.
Who won the keys that gives him a title shot. He's not so he can have a title shot anytime. And so again, Damian is not on this show because he was teaming with someone else somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But Mestre has had that match just to prove that he's a good wrestler, just to prove that he has a shot, and we went after Rossi on Rossi's first match back, second match back really, after the man with Paulo, and so I can already say it because it has no impact on the result of this match anyway. But after the previous show, okay, so there's a video that we put online recently that actually happened after the previous show, where Worst Generation, after they got back together, saw the Stus backstage, and they pretty much told them, look bros, you said you beat every tag team, but you haven't beaten us, and so we deserve a title shot. And WrestleFest is giving that title shot to Damião and Mestre. So, Worst Generation against the Stus, 2 for the tag team titles this Saturday.
Ooh.
And just so it's clear, Mestre didn't need to use his key for this match. So he didn't use the key, he still has the key. So he can have any other title match, but this one, they just deserved it because the champions never beat them. So let's see what's going on.
Nice.
I can't wait
And-
for that. You are so teasing me right now. You son of a bitch. This is gonna be a loaded card on Saturday.
I told you every match could be the main event.
You wasn't lying. You wasn't lying.
That's not a bad problem to have, though.
Yeah, it's not.
I am so
I'm very
glad
proud.
to see Leo Rossi back. I'm excited to see it. He was one of the first people that we saw on one of the first shows that I was like, wait, why, what is going on here? Why have I not seen anything about this guy? Why have I not? There was a handful of you guys that I was like, wait, what? And I need to see more. I need to see more. So, and the story that he and Paulo have going on is fucking incredible. Through the WrestleFest story is good.
Yeah, so he's back. It's like he just wants to show people that, yeah, I've been out for a year. I beat Paulo in 2 minutes,
If that.
but now like I'm back, and like it's time to wrestle now. If I'm back, I have to be there every show. So he got this match, and Mestre just wants to show how talented he is. He's like, my tag team partner is not there again. It's fine, we're friends again. But it's not because he's not here that I'm staying on the bench. I'm wrestling. So.
Dude, how fucking great would it be if Luis just ditched Damião during the tag match?
Yeah.
He's got the key. Oh,
Yeah,
it writes itself. Oh, it writes itself.
So just recapping the card that's for this week's show. Well, for this weekend show. So again, the ladder match, 6 men. Already 3 have been announced. It's me, Claudio. Not 6 men, 6 persons, I guess. Me, Claudio Bradstone, and Paulinho. And there's 3 more people to be announced for the ISW King or Queen of Crazy Championship, depending on who wins. Then, for the undisputed Lisbon title, Ricky Boy defending the belts against Rafael Pedres. For the tag team championships, the Stus are defending against Luís Mestre and Damião, the Worst Generation. And there's, one more match that I'm going to wait until the end of the stream to tell you guys about.
Well, I'm here for it.
Nice.
And so, unfortunately, you don't speak Portuguese, but this announcement was like, he put really some big thought into it, especially for Mestre. So, Luís Mestre means, his name means master. That's his real name, but Mestre means master. And so, pretty much what the ring announcer said is like, in this match, what he mostly wants to do is show people that Master is not only his name, that he's actually Master of the Ring. And so I thought that was pretty clever, that was pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I got hyped just by the ring announcement. I was like, let's go.
He, excuse me, painted a good picture. And Luis he's got a, I mean, what better way to prove yourself than against Rossi? I mean, to be fair.
Rossi, one of the only guys, like, there's really not a lot of people that were champions for 2 different Portuguese promotions. And Rossi has. He's been the CTW champion, which is another promotion. That's the old promotion we used to work for, twice, and he's been the Wrestling Portugal champion as well. So he's got two. If he somehow wins the APW title, it would be the trifecta. He hasn't yet.
Has anyone done that in Portugal?
No.
Oh my
The full three, nobody did.
Oh.
There are a handful of people who did two, but not three.
There's history.
Maybe he'll be the first.
There's history to be made. Well, you want to talk about solidifying yourself?
Yeah. And the WrestleFest title, even though it's vacant, one more that you should add. But we'll have news about this very soon.
Yeah, I didn't know that was. I assumed that was going to be a thing, but you just my bat ears just went up because this is the first you brought this up in any conversation that we've had.
Yeah.
Holding out on me. I'm here for it though. Let's fucking go. I'm so proud of what you guys are doing, dude. I know I say it, but I legitimately mean it. You guys are rebuilding the foundation of the Portugal scene, and it's truly phenomenal to sit back and see.
I appreciate that, and thank you, because honestly, I'm proud of what we built and what we're continuing to build. It's very rewarding to see the shows doing better, to see the interest in people growing. It's again, this week, I've had a press, just like a press interview just for a regular newspaper, and I was and they came to us. They were just interested in what we were doing. So that's cool. That means that we're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Of course you cannot please everybody, but I think we please a lot of people, and that's already what makes me very happy. I don't need to please anybody. I just need to please a few, and the few that I do, every time they come to the show, they tell me they're pleased, and they come back. So it proves that they're saying the right thing. They're not lying to me. Yeah.
No, you guys are definitely on the right track. And like I said, I just go back to what I said earlier. Think about where the scene's going to be in the next 5 years, the next 10 years. You know, there's a lot that could be happening, and a lot of things that probably will be happening. I truly expect it's almost like any business, right? Like this. I'll use this channel as an example. I started out with zero plans whatsoever, and here we are, 2 years later, and we're steamrolling and cooking with grease, and it's because we believe in what we're doing. If you believe in what you're doing, like you guys are, and not only you have changed the perception amongst the locker rooms. You killed tribalism to a degree. You know, they said, oh, you can't work with people here. Well, no, you've proven it wrong. WrestleFest is setting a new standard for professional wrestling over in Portugal. And
that was the main reason for WrestleFest to exist. I was I'm tired of, dude, we can have several promotions and you can work both. It's fine. There's a reason it's called independent wrestling. Let's just work.
Exactly. And now you've got Baltazar School popping up. I'm sure that once that's up and going, there could be another school that could pop up elsewhere, and you start working the relationships that you've already developed, and you guys can have a really good territory system working out there, to where guys are working every weekend. You know,
the Porto show is the WrestleFest show in partnership with Baltazar School. Once Baltazar school is big enough and he has his own ring and stuff, he will start doing his shows independently. But I won't be mad. It's just one more promotion. Like
Right.
I like
And you'll go work
I'm the
there.
I'm the one that
You know?
exactly. I'm the type of person that says that the more wrestling the better. I
You know
always
what?
thought that, and
You know what I would love to see? Like if I had a perfect 10-year plan or a 5-year, we'll say 5-year plan for Portugal right now, with Baltazar opening his school and it's up and running. You guys with WrestleFest are gonna soon be shifting it to monthly at some point. Just with the progression that you're on, I think that's the trajectory. As long as it's doable and it's handleable, I'd love to see two other schools pop up in different parts of Portugal that you have connections with in some form or fashion. So that gives you 3 different areas, right? Like Baltazar's up in Porto. You get someone way over here, get someone down here. WrestleFest
yeah.
becomes your signature event for all three. You have 4 shows a month, right? You have your WrestleFest show. Everybody has a show at every weekend.
Yeah.
You take your traveling WrestleFest show once a quarter to a different place. You create a bigger market for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
it'll start. Yeah, it's just 5-year deal. It's doable. 10 years doable for sure. And you have just set up an entire
I
market.
was I wasn't going to say it because I was seeing if Lobo was going to say it, and he did on the chat. He just opened the school. Him and Mestre are the trainers of a new school that he just opened in a different area. So again, that's exactly what you're saying, and it's one of the first
Perfect.
steps.
Perfect. Then it's all moving forward. I have I'll talk to you off air, Nelson. I'm gonna pitch you what I've pitched other areas that are doing some similar stuff to this that is already showing some really good rewards. It's super simple to do as well. It's not going to cost any money outside of just filming. Trust me. Uh, you need one more. You get one more, man. You got your own. You guys have your own. You built your own little deal, and everybody's working. And that's just with those particular shows. They're not counting APW or any other company that the guys are working for. You have opportunity to really, man. Y'all are gonna be crushing.
Luís Mestre a agarrar agora o pulso e novamente estamos no início do combate. E agora a partir
I'm so sorry we've talked over this fantastic main event that we're
No,
seeing,
yeah.
but I get
It's
passionate
like
about this shit, dude. I can.
no, same, bro. Like I understand it very well. And it's like, and like it's also like it's cool. Like yeah, we having the match in the background, but like that's also why we're here. We talk about Portuguese wrestling and how it's going. Like the match, people, if they like the match is always there. It's always on YouTube. You can watch it a million times. So like,
That's a very good point.
and I was very happy about the match too. Like again, Mestre, like you can see that Rossi, okay, he's very good. He's one of the best Portuguese wrestlers of all time. But he's also like, ring rust is a thing, and if you haven't wrestled for a year, suddenly it gets more difficult, especially with a guy that has a chip on his shoulder that is already like pretty upset because he's frustrated by missing opportunities for no fault of his own.
Damn, you know.
I'm not trying to put oil into the fire here. I'm just saying. So he's like he has a point to prove, right? So
I sure
he has
will.
li-
Project dot wrestling on Instagram.
yes.
I think I might be following that. Let me just check and see. You said Project dot wrestling.
Torna-se difícil que o Leo Rossi consiga se equilibrar e até levantar-se.
Sim, está muito bem, muito inteligente o mestre a demonstrar que apesar de ter muito menos tempo de ringue do que o Léo Rossi, é um lutador também com um QI muito elevado dentro do ringue e que já vai acumulando alguma experiência.
Agora aqui muito boas as
Oh, well,
controladas por
son
parte
of
do
a
Léo Rossi.
bitch.
Agora Luís Mestre vai conseguir já escapar. Luís
I'm
Mestre
not
aqui a
followed.
And followed.
ao joelho,
Yeah.
à perna.
Yeah.
I want to
It's,
be the
it's their new school.
I want to be the fifth follow back though. That's what I want.
Momento perfeito
Give
para
me
atacar
the
o
fifth
Luís
follow
Mestre, mas
back.
muito difícil. E agora Luís Mestre
Yeah, I wish him the best. Like, I'm very happy for those guys. Like,
isto é o que significa
I know they're both very great trainers, both of them. I know, like, it can be a very cool thing for wrestling in
Absolutely.
Portugal, and so I'm very happy they did.
I'm
And again, like, I didn't get mad when it appeared. I was like, yes, the more wrestling, the better. Let's go.
mais uma vez ali
no, it needs to happen.
Diretamente para um
And you got to think,
ankle
like,
lock.
you know, with these two schools alone,
já
if
do
they
Léo Rossi,
pull
Diogo,
5 or 6
quase
pieces of
prelúdio para o
talent
fim.
a piece, or you know, let's say 5 turn out to
Muito bem ali
be,
a controlar o tornozelo.
what you can put
Luís
on,
Mestre.
you know, quote unquote TV or on
Agora Rossi
shows. A piece, that's
controlado
10
já está
additional
dentro do
talents
combate.
in one
Agora ali a
swoop
posicionar-se
within
para
one
conseguir escapar,
class
vai
that
para o
will
peru,
hit your
para dois.
market
Não
that will be
consegue,
able to go
mas
to
eu
work.
conseguir ganhar
Now,
aqui alguns minutos para
obviously,
respirar e tirar
you
Luís
know,
Mestre
over
acima de
you don't
si.
want to
Outra vez
oversaturate
Léo Rossi com a
it by
cotovelada.
any
Vai
means,
embalar
but
Léo Rossi.
there
Vai
are
o pai grande.
I have ideas.
Léo Rossi outra
Oh,
vez.
But it's definitely not. It's definitely not oversaturated right now. You know, like,
no, it's absolutely
again,
not.
Mas a atacar
But
o
as long as
Léo.
everybody's
Agora a
working,
atacar o
that's all that
abdômen.
fucking matters. Is if
Luís
you're
Mestre
getting
foi
reps
o mesmo
and
que
you're
Léo Rossi tenha algo em
man.
do arsenal. Está a ser muito difícil e agora Luís Mestre a puxar Léo Rossi.
Oh,
Olha, Léo
Rossi with
para o
that middle
Dragon Screw.
finger.
Agora
Dragon
ele a
screwed his
atacar a
ass
perna de
over
Luís
right
Mestre.
there.
Estamos a ver
again, man,
psicologia
like
no
he
ringue.
just
Ao mais alto
again,
nível.
like
Outra vez
he's
Dragon
still
Screw.
very good.
E
Like
agora
he might have ring
Luís
rust,
Mestre que está em
Ah,
dificuldade. E o
and
Léo Rossi
and
a utilizar
and Mestre
a
is
pior página do
is
jogo.
working very hard on his leg and knee right now.
É espelho autêntico
But
daquilo que temos vindo a
he's
ver.
there.
Agora
He's
bem,
not.
o Mestre a safar-se.
You're not getting rid of him.
Luís Mestre.
I love
You're
that
not
move.
getting rid of him.
I love that pump fake into the
Muito bem,
DDT.
Léo Rossi.
That's
Léo
great.
Rossi vai voltar a trabalhar a perna.
That's
vai tentar
great.
aqui um figure four. No entanto, Diogo, isto também pode ser danificante para os dois.
So good.
Lá
Yeah,
vai Léo
I love it
Rossi.
too.
Figure four.
Old school, but nobody ever fucking does it anymore.
Léo Rossi ainda não está a conseguir
Well
atenção
played, Rossi.
sobre
I'm
Luís
big
Mestre,
fan.
Diogo, muito
All the more
por
reason
causa
I'm a
que
fan.
também a sua perna, o seu joelho
That's a
e o seu
clip.
pé
Got
não
it.
estão nas melhores condições.
Está a tentar ir para o Mestre, está-se a arrastar, está quase a chegar. O árbitro David Chilrito, o árbitro sénior.
Figure four, locked in the center of the ring.
E agora sim a pressão por parte de Léo Rossi já conseguir deitar-se a ter todo o seu peso.
This is a big
It's
match
close,
for
but
both
not-
of these guys, though. Like in reality,
Exactly.
this is
Já danificado do Rossi.
E agora
yeah,
ali,
it's a make or
chutes
break
puros de
for
Diogo.
Lewis.
Atacar ainda
It's a
mais.
make or
E
break
agora estamos a ver
for
um lado
Rossi. Is he
diferente
gonna?
por parte do Luís Mestre, mais
You know, you
violento.
say.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
not-
forgot to I forgot to add something very important.
Continuar o figure
Is
four.
that Lewis is the only person in WrestleFest that has never lost a match. Not a tag team match, not a singles match. He has never lost. And I'm not talking about never being pinned. He has never lost. Even if it's like in a tag team situation, like no, he has never been on the losing hand of a match at WrestleFest. And he's the only one. He's the last remaining one.
So he's just got the draw on him, and that's it. Everything else is a W.
Na casa amarela.
Exactly.
Combate
Yeah.
principal que estamos a ver vai para o CQ.
Oh, he sidestep.
E agora já não é só a perna e as costas também.
Yeah,
do
that
Rossi.
fact
And
alone,
again, like-
pressure's on Rossi here.
Este tipo de
Exactly.
movimento por parte de Léo Rossi. Agora Luís
And
Mestre.
so yeah, and like he's and like again, that's why he thinks that he would have been the tag team champion if his partner was there with him.
Por parte de Luís Mestre.
But his partner decided to go team with someone else. And again, not throwing oil to the fire, I'm just stating facts. That has happened.
E agora já utilizar a sua força.
Poking that
para conseguir
bear.
impedir que Léo Rossi
You're poking that bear. 2 count.
I just want, like, and again, like we were talking about how Michaels too is very obnoxious and stuff. When we announced the tag team match for this Saturday, Michaels too just shared to his story and just wrote, "Calm down, guys. It's not confirmed. Who knows if Damian was like another tag team match with someone else in Spain next week."
Aniquilou o
Yeah.
Knockout cruz,
I saw something like that. I
outra fruta, o mestre
I
está
just went,
a
I'm
dar
all
uma grande
hush.
réplica ao Rossi.
Não se esqueçam
I'm
que
all about
saiu
spreading the
pós-jogo
love, not
WrestleFest
getting
Portugal,
involved when my
dentro das redes
when my
sociais.
distant cousins are squabbling. I just let them squabble
E olha aqui o
and
mestre a chamar
we'll
pela sua elbow.
make sure everybody's all right on the backside. Be like, you all right, man? You good?
Again, Mestre going for that diving elbow.
Com dificuldades na perna.
Fingers up in the air. Nope.
Muito bem ali Léo
Nobody
Rossi,
home.
mas também a fazer bem a cambalhota Luís Mestre. Léo Rossi a conseguir apanhar Luís Mestre. O que é que Léo Rossi vai fazer?
Oh, put him down.
E acabou, provavelmente. Vamos ver.
Dois. Não,
Oh,
não,
nothing
não.
happening there.
O quê?
Viable near fall.
O quê? Luís Mestre conseguiu
Great
escapar à
timing on that
bancarrota, Diogo. Escapou à falência.
E o mestre aqui a demonstrar que ainda é rico em forças neste combate. Não se deixa cair. Não há cá bancarrota nenhuma. É um grande combate entre dois grandes lutadores, o que estamos a assistir aqui na Casa Amarela.
Sem dúvida, Diogo e Léo Rossi a ter uma nova chama dentro de si. A puxar pelo público. O que é que o Léo Rossi vai fazer?
Oh, no. Oh.
Driver. Não consegue. Luís Mestre muito bem a conseguir manter o seu peso. Olha ali outra vez.
It's crazy how, like, in this match, they're both trying to, like, cut each other's legs off, it seems. Like, they're just... always...
Esta foi uma cabeçada à caixeré.
Foi um beijo de Odivelas.
Oh, pick that ankle.
Luís Mestre com o ankle lock a distorcer por completo.
Oh, Leo's in a bad way here. He's in the center of the ring.
Tinha alguma esperança, neste momento está muito
Not the
difícil.
position he wanted to find himself in.
Luís Mestre está a impor sobre o tornozelo de Léo Rossi, a dobrá-lo e
And
a
he's
conseguir
like
ao mesmo
very...
tempo tapá-lo e ir contra o gêmeo.
Está a fazer grande
Mestre is really, like, trying everything, just trying to rip his leg out.
He's done some amazing work on that leg, and the sell has been phenomenal.
Oh.
I think at one point I even saw him like taking his knuckles, like digging into that knee.
Oh, there's Rossi just doing some Rossi things right there. Cut him off.
Nice.
Oh, ouch.
Very good.
Super kick. Grandes pontapés por parte de Léo Rossi. Léo Rossi agora tentava o super kick, outra vez não consegue. Que grande joelhada no tronco por parte de Luís Mestre. Deu combate físico, outra vez.
Oh, goddamn.
I really enjoy this match.
Oh, yeah, they're doing the damn thing, that's for sure.
Parece-me que este combate está completamente aberto. Será que
Really,
eles
really good.
recuperam ambos a tempo?
Ou será que vai ser empate, Diogo? Porque eles parecem os dois estar a ver estrelinhas neste momento.
Again, it's a very... It's like you said, like, it's a very important match for both of them.
Well,
They
I
both
mean,
had
with
something to
that,
prove.
with that WrestleFest championship not necessarily around anybody's waist right this second, all singles matches really carry a little bit more importance, especially knowing that that's coming
Correct.
and that's down the line. Just saying. But this especially, this goes a long way. I think the outcome of this match goes a long way.
Very important. Gonna tell us a lot of things about the future, I guess.
He got him again. He fell for it a second time. I love you, Leo Rossi. A man after my own heart with the pump face. 2 count.
But then, unfortunately, the pile driver, like, he has a bad knee, so he wasn't able to just do the pile driver and get all of it. It just didn't work out.
Oh, please make
Está
the
a
pump
fazer de
fake
tudo,
part of the
Siki,
story of this match.
bancarrota, pile driver, mas
Oh,
Mestre
go for it third time.
continua vivo
Not,
neste
not by
combate.
y'all.
Vamos, Mestre, vamos, Rossi. É até ao fim.
Diogo, a questão é, quem é que tu estás a apoiar neste combate?
Estou a apoiar o wrestling, porque é um grande combate entre dois grandes lutadores.
You hear that crowd?
Então não consegues escolher um lado, claramente.
Sounds like a
Very
win.
into it.
Sounds like a win.
Não, eu estou a achar engraçado e olha aqui
I
o
also
Leo
think
Rossi.
so.
Ele que vai tentar ir para o Fisherman's Buster.
Oh,
And again, when I tell
Luís Mestre ali a bloquear.
wait.
when I tell you the Almada
Go
when
ahead.
I'll tell you the Almada
Por
crown.
parte de Leo Rossi, Diogo
It's
Leo
awesome.
Rossi, que é um... E neste momento o Luís Mestre deixou Baba cair. Foi um
Oh,
uppercut tão
oh.
forte.
I don't-
Muito bem agora também na resposta. Luís Mestre.
Oh, back into the ankle lock here.
Muito bem, o Luís Mestre.
you know, like maybe that's his mistake. Like I know the leg of Rossi is hurt, but maybe you should try something different. Maybe like I know you think that's the way to go, but maybe you should go for something different. I don't know.
Oh.
Leo Rossi. E Leo Rossi muito bem experiente. Agora Luís Mestre está atordoado. Olha Leo Rossi a tentar ir para o mata-leão.
Muito
Roll
bem,
through.
Mestre a sair. E agora aqui a fingir. E vai
Oh.
acabar
Oh. Oh no. There's the pump fake of his own. Rossi's in the center of the ring. He's gonna have to tap. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
man,
to
like,
tap.
now with the legs locked like that, man.
No.
Not easy.
Oh, I got him.
O quê?
You see, you should have tried something different. You should have tried something different.
Oh, I love that finish.
Foi o Leo Rossi.
That was amazing.
Não há mimimis nenhums.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mestre perdeu
Um,
pela primeira vez no WrestleFest.
But that loss, it doesn't take anything away from him either. Like that was just smart. It was
it takes
beautiful.
away his undefeated streak.
Luís Mestre.
back takes away his undefeated streak, and and again, I don't want to throw oil to the fire, but if his partner was there, maybe to support him ringside, to give him like advice, telling him to go for something else, or if they could have had the match against the Stus on this show, this match would not happen, and this loss would not happen either. I'm just saying.
Somebody give this man a big stick, because he is sticking it in that pot and just a stir. And just a stir. It would benefit you, and maybe I say Ricky Boy as an example, if Worst Generation wasn't in the tag team division. I
Yeah, I'm just saying.
mean,
Again, I've no dog in this fight. I'm just calling it as I see it.
You sure about that?
Just calling it as I see it.
Grande combate, mas a inteligência.
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. Our Marvel movie is on. Wait, who the hell is this?
É o verdadeiro pai grande, Diogo. É o Paulo Knockout Cruz.
Oh, it's Paulo. Oh.
Capaz de fazer e muito bem aqui o Paulo Knockout.
Paulo is not playing.
Tira este otário do ringue.
Oh.
Diogo, embora.
Estás com medo, Diogo. Ai, Diogo, eu não sei o que é que se está a passar. Cheio de medinho.
Legit fighter
Cheio de
here,
medinho.
guys.
Olha,
Legit
olha o
fucking
menino,
black
olha o
belt.
Jogadas sujas.
Like,
Jogadas sujas.
not someone you want to
Paulo
anger.
Paulo Knockout Cruz.
And is, again, what, 25 years old?
Atacar David Chilarrito.
Yeah, I think he is. Yes, young guy.
Leo Rossi a não conseguir
Former international champion of Kempo
Yes.
Karate.
Pelo árbitro matador e por David
And
Chilarrito.
he
Chama
ganked,
get-
Rossi ganked
Ele não
Paulo's
devia
shoe
estar
there.
aqui. Ele foi suspenso.
I was trying to be there and help, but apparently,
Oh, he threw the shoe at him. He clearly threw the shoe at him all the way into the corner.
Não estava no meu bingo card para acabar o WrestleFest, a ressaca de São Valentim.
We just had a George W. Bush moment right there.
Agora Ricky Boy.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Ricky Boy. I don't know if that's going to...
E o Paulinho, toda a gente
Oh man, I tried to call everybody. Just everybody showed up. Just trying to stop that. Like,
E temos que deixar estes dois titãs lutarem.
não temos nada deles.
Olha para o knockout, cruza a acertar em cheio em Rossi.
I love how this story is just progressed.
Tirem o knockout daqui.
Banger alert incoming, I'm assuming.
Não está a ser fácil já todo.
The only thing missing is Claudia comes out and everybody starts that brawl and she just escapes.
Não parece que vai. Olha agora ele Rossi soltar-se as amarras.
when Pauline showed up, when she showed up to save Pauline, there was like 1 minute left for the 24 hours. So the 24 hours are over. Unfortunately, because that would have been very fun.
This is the first.
Well, that was a great way to expire the clock.
This is a really,
sorry.
really big first pull apart you guys have done.
Yeah. Again, I told you, like, this show, we're really focused on more angles, or trying something different, right? And so we've seen it. We've seen it with me doing the promo after the Claudio thing, with Ricky and Pedro's in both belts. Now this, like, we're trying to do something different and really use this show to build the next one, which is coming this Saturday, folks. If you're in Portugal, show up. It's free.
Oh shit! Here we go. We're not done.
Lutar contra toda a gente neste momento. Ele só vê o pau knockout cruz. Estes dois têm alvo na mira.
So they should get Paulo out the front fucking door. that's where I would be taking his ass. Let's brawl towards the front door. You want to fight him? Go this way. Oh wait.
Big pull. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm here as a promoter trying to restore the situation, but it's not. And okay, so pretty much what he's saying, he pretty much said, Rossi, I caught you once, and you ran away. Then you caught me once, but if you think that I'm running away like you did, you're mistaken. And then Rossi was just telling him, dude, like, come on, like, I'll beat you with one leg if I need to.
Fuck.
And pretty much what Paulo just said is that there's only one way we can solve this. And the way we're gonna solve this is, ladies and gentlemen, April 5th, this Saturday, Leo Rossi against Paulo Knockout Cruz, number 3. This time for the Almada Cup, which is a trophy that we always put on the line at the Almada WrestleFest event, which Paulo won last year. He won the cup, and so he's gonna try to win it one more time. This time in the rubber match with Rossi.
Oh, please tell me we're going like no DQ, anything goes. Like this is personal. It's got to be.
We'll see. Maybe there's some more news that showed up, but yeah,
there's got to be.
That was the.
First of all, I'm not gonna stop the video. I'm gonna run the credits so that your team and everybody who works on this gets their moment here on the stream. Got a pretty massive crew there.
Really, we try to, like, I always put the credits because I think it's very important for everybody to just be recognized for the work they've done, even if they're not in the ring per se.
Heck yeah.
We need to.
Everybody's job's important, and that goes from in ring all the way from the front of the house all the way to the back of the house.
Mhm.
So let me give you my final thoughts on what we saw here today. I'm a big fan of the product. It's just not a big shock at all. Uh, really liked the main event. Even though I was watching while we were having our conversation and just chit chatting. Really dig the story that kind of unfolded there. This was very story heavy. For a WrestleFest show, which I'm a big fan of. Personally, I love a good story. I love a good hook. That big brawl at the end was a fantastic way to kick off the show. Thought the tag match at the beginning of the show was a good way to kick it off as well, with the flow of the show itself. Big fan of the Stus. Love how they pulled the win there. Baltazar played his role in that match perfectly. And his partner, again, names I'm not familiar with the name.
Fausto.
Fausto, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of. I think that was the second or third match I've seen of his. And I think there's something there. Claudia's fucking tremendous. Claudia's Claudia. You know, anyone that has to deal with her is on the corner. Fuck around and find out. But her story with being the queen of crazy is good. It's a nice progression off of where it left off, and the little silent story on the side with a man after a little bit of respect, and it looked like he got that tonight on this show. The little didn't get a hug, but he got a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's just as strong. Really, there was some fresh faces on this show that I haven't seen, and I'm a big fan of that too. I always love seeing new talents, regardless of whether they're just getting started or if it's just a first time appearance. That's how our platform grows, is by seeing people and introducing people to new stuff and seeing new stuff. I think you guys are always doing phenomenal. The in-ring work is there. The only thing that this show missed desperately was Lobo Americo, and I guess he called it. I guess he called it sick.
I disagree. I think I'm glad he wasn't there. I don't like him. I don't want him to show up again. But
Um,
unfortunately, I know he will. He probably will. But
well, listen, spirit animal sake, we gotta have him around. It's so yeah. I think that there's again there's so many good things that happened on the show. The Ricky Boy and the Lisbon champion story with Pages is another little silent thing. His match with Gomez was a really good David versus Goliath match. You guys know what you're doing down there, and I'm glad that your shit is starting to get seen. It's hearing that the metric on YouTube's doubled what it usually is in the same time frame it's a step in the right fucking direction. You guys know this. I enjoy having you and the time that we get to spend with you watching these shows and catching up with the guys and gals that pop in chat that are in Portugal. To me, you guys are all a part of our extended family at CCP Podcasting, and it's just always a good time, and it's a good time to bond over what you are doing. That's what you guys are doing down there. Something that needs to be seen. You're rebuilding your whole fucking market essentially. But that's my final thought. And I know that was more of a rant than a thought. But Toddy, what were your thoughts?
So I think that this was a phenomenal show from start to finish. The production was fantastic. I like the cutscenes with the cell phone that you had. That the placement of those and the timing was spot on. I like the new camera angles. You and I talked about the lighting around the arena. I think that made everything look spectacular. The crowd was really into this from start to finish. There really was not a dull moment throughout the show, and so that really means that you're doing something right. I love the storytelling throughout the show, whether it was subtle or whether it was like over the top. Everybody, all the talent knew exactly what they were doing in the right spots, and they utilized each moment very well. There was no wasted motion, no wasted time, and they leveraged what they had, whether they were the face or they were the heel in the situation. And it just kept you engaged. And, there was a lot of times that you just couldn't take your eyes off of what was happening on the screen. Whatever you did differently this time definitely built to where I want to do nothing else but on April the 5th be there to watch this next show. So I think that everybody did a phenomenal job. I loved the storytelling. And I really like the injury cells during the matches from all of the wrestlers. I mean, I think that also helps to make a match great because a lot of people, they either don't sell or they don't know how to do it properly. And I think that added so much value to each match that you had tonight. So my hat's off to you. I think that the show was great. I think that everybody understood the assignment from the crew all the way to the performers. And I liked it. So thank you for that.
What was that date again,
Thank you.
Toddy?
April the 5th.
I'd say that's right, April the 5th. The best part of the show, hands down, it's not even up for debate. Nelson taking a DDT and getting the 1-2-3 on it by Claudia, getting eliminated from the eliminator. Which, the numbers were skewed, guys. I'm telling you, there was a cutaway that, Claudia got me with an inside cradle. I was there. I was actually number 99. Like I was the first guy. So the number was off. She did pull another win. They just missed my graphic because it was so
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. Yeah.
You blinked and you missed it, and it was she's that fucking good. Is what I'm getting at. She's that fucking good. Nelson, it is always a pleasure, man, to sit down and talk with you and have such a good time with you. You got anything that you like to plug outside of what was that date again, Toddy?
April the 5th.
No, we're gonna make a run of this.
Exactly.
We're gonna April the 5th this out.
April the 5th,
Give us the card one.
WrestleFest.
Yes, give us the card
Yes.
one more time on the way out.
So Almada WrestleFest 3. So it's Almada WrestleFest 3, but it's actually the second anniversary of WrestleFest. I'm not gonna tell you which one is the main event. As it's in no particular order. I'll let people find out. So we're gonna have for the interspecies wrestling undisputed, currently queen, soon to be king of Crazy Championship, Raging Claudia Bradstone, defending her title against me, Nelson Pereira, also Paulinho, and 3 other people. Again, it's called the interspecies wrestling, so it could be 3 other men, 2 other men, 1 other man, 1 woman, 1 horse. I don't care. It's interspecies. Anybody can be there. Can a horse climb a ladder? You'll find out if you show up on April the 5th. Then you also have for the undisputed Lisbon Championship, the current champion Ricky Boy against the man that never lost his belt, Rafael Pedres, the winner. There's 2 belts currently. There can only be 1 champion. We'll find out who it is this Saturday. Also, for the national tag team titles, in a rematch from a 20-minute time limit draw that happened almost a year ago by now, the worst generation of Demian and Luís Mestre are going to face the cousins Stefan and Michael Stu, the current champions, who will be the tag team champions this Saturday, April 5th. And in the last announced match of the card, finally the rubber match, Leo Rossi on one side, Paolo Knockout Cruz on the other side, and this time it's for the Almada Cup. Paolo won the Almada Cup last year. Leo Rossi tried to be the first man to win the cup, and he wasn't successful. So, can he do it this time? Can he do it 2-1 against his mortal enemy? I guess we'll find out this Saturday.
I mean, this has got everything, guys. You can't this is a can't miss. You've got the heated exchange with Rossi and Cruz for the Almada Cup. Title versus or champion versus former champion or never beaten champion for the Lisbon Championship. Tag titles are on like, can fucking worst generation coexist? Is Damian even gonna be there? These are questions that
Exactly.
you gotta ask yourselves. 6-person ladder match. Three people have already been announced. 3 unannounced at this point. It could be anybody. I mean, this shit's gonna get wild. This is gonna get nuts. I totally could see Lobo coming into this ladder match just because it's a fucking crazy ass match, and why not? I mean, I could see so many people step up and make to use this opportunity to make a moment and to make an impact. The beautiful thing about the scene in Portugal right now is literally anything can happen, and it will happen on April the 5th. It's just a couple of days away, guys. Um, Nelson, if you wanna, let me go ahead and get plugs out of the way. It's been on the show or on the screen the entire show. WrestleFest Portugal. It is PT WrestleFest over on YouTube, over on Instagram, over on X. Please, please, please head over, hit the follow button. Share their stuff. It's the easiest way that you can support what they have going on, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to hit Nelson on social media, he keeps it simple on X and over on Instagram. Oh, Nelson Pereira. It is super simple. Links will also be down below. The one link that I don't have, Nelson, that I do need from you one more time. Where can they catch Portugal WrestleFest on the web?
We just now have a beautiful website that is still kind of under construction, but it's getting in shape and it's pretty cute. WrestleFest.pt. So it's the same as the Instagram or whatever, but it's the opposite.
Okay,
WrestleFest.pt. Easy.
super
And
simple.
if you're in Portugal, that's where you can find also tickets for shows. So if we're doing ticketed events, the tickets can be purchased at WrestleFest.pt.
And if you are a sponsor or are interested in, please, please, please reach out to Nelson directly. They've got all kinds of really fun stuff going on, and you never know. You don't know what'll happen out of it. It's fun times, that's for sure. Um, Nelson, got anything else you want to say to our people before we close things out tonight?
No, just thank you guys again. Thank you for your support of Portuguese wrestling. Thank you for everybody who watched this. If you're in Portugal, show up this Saturday. And if you're not, well, we'll have the video on YouTube in, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. Usually that's how long it takes, and I'll be back here to watch it.
Hey, we ain't mad at you for that. We welcome that with open arms. Toddy, what would you like to say before we close it up?
I say it each show, and I mean it more and more every time I say it. I love each and every one of your faces. It's always a pleasure to be with each and every one of you, sharing your passion for something that we all love. And I cannot wait to be with you again.
You won't have to wait too long because we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for a wrestling spotlight on what is it? Angel Blanc, I think is how the name's pronounced.
You want me
Zygon,
to say it?
yes, please.
I do speak French. It's Aigle Blanc.
There you go. You know who turned us on to that? Your friend Zygon, who suggested that we take a deeper look into him, and he came up on a couple of down the rabbit holes and on another wrestling spotlight. I said, sold. Let's go ahead and make that happen. So that's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, guys. Busy, busy weekend ahead. WrestleMania is what a week next weekend? The next weekend? Mania
Yeah, I
next
think
weekend?
so.
I think
Actually,
I
yeah.
think
I
so.
Yeah.
think so.
If it's next weekend, that's an even busier weekend. So we'll be doing all kinds of streaming, pretty much around the clock with WrestleMania weekend. That with everything that's going to be available on IWTV. Stay tuned. If you haven't done so, head on over to our YouTube page, CCP Podcasting. Smash the subscribe button. Go ahead and follow us on social media so you can keep up with all things CCP Podcast. So we've got shows every week. We have guests coming in left and right on live streams on Beyond the Bell. It is a fun, fun ride, and we're just getting started. For Todrick Tabor Ramsey, for our guest tonight, the one and only, the king of crazy in our hearts and our soul, Mr. Nelson Pereira. I am Chris Page. We will see you next time.